today I got some corona questions that I'm gonna need for somebody to answer for me. Before I get into my corona questions, if you haven't already done it, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, share the video, leave me comments. Let me know whether you like these videos or not. Also tell me if there's something that you would like for me to talk about. If there's something more you want to see, or you want me, anything that I want your opinions. So let me know in the comments, okay? So that being said, let's get it. My corona question. So I hope everybody, first of all, I hope everybody's being safe and following the very simple guidelines of washing their hands, social distancing, covering your mouth when you cough and sneeze and everything, and just kind of like staying out the way of everybody. So hopefully everybody's following those rules. I know that it's starting to get, as you think, look like they're getting a little bit worse, actually a lot worse. And everybody's getting nervous and everything, especially as we go into the stores and can't find anything. So I just pray that everybody's being safe, and also I'm praying for those families who've lost loved ones. It's been a lot of people dying from this. So I'm praying for those people, and I'm also praying that this is not going to be a way of life for us. This is actually a little bit scary because it so reminds me of so many movies that I've seen. I keep on joking around with my family, telling them we living in a B movie right now, because that's what it feels like, especially since we went out to the store yesterday, and in a parking lot they have like this it's a mechanical voice telling you, maintain social distancing, giving you all the rules and everything, and it's in a parking lot, like repeating over and over again. And my mom was like, that sounds scary. I'm like, it doesn't sound scary. It just sounds like somebody telling you what you already know, really. I said, but it's kind of weird because I've seen this in movies and in a lot of books that I read and everything. So it's kind of like weird, really. I don't want to keep saying that it's scary because I think I'm the only person that I know who is not afraid right now. And I'm not sure why that is. I always talk to you guys about my faith. I have very strong faith in God, and I'm not saying that I'm invincible. I'm smart, and I do, like we're supposed to do, stay clean and everything, keep my baby clean and everything. And I don't really go many places. I might go out to the store or something, which is not that good, but I'll go to the store. But I'm not living in fear. And I would encourage you not to live in fear. I'm not saying to go lick a toilet seat or a shopping cart. I'm just saying, you can't live in a bubble. I have my mom. She's getting more and more scared every day, and she watches the news. I make it my business not to watch the news because the news is just making you terrified to breathe. I got a notification across my phone a couple of days ago that said, if you breathe on somebody, you can transmit the virus to them. So what are we supposed to do? Hold our breath now? I don't understand. But preferably they find a cure for this and it'll be over soon. Preferably at the very latest by the summer, because I'm not going to be able to sit in the house too much longer. I know that you're not. But to my questions, I have questions. So my questions are, what are you doing? What are you doing to keep busy in your home? I've talked to a couple of people who have children, and they are saying things like they're bored. Not their children are bored, but that they're bored. And they have multiple children. So maybe they're bored because those children are entertaining each other. I don't know, because I have one child, and as quiet as it is right now, this is like a little break for me, and it's because I'm over my mom's house and she's entertaining my mom. But I mean, even when we're over here, I'm not bored. She always needs something. She needs a lot of attention. So we're always playing and singing songs. And she's in pre-K, so we do pre-K stuff. We read books. We're doing sight words. Yesterday, we went outside and we painted. And I bought poster board and paints. So we went and we painted, and we've planted lemon trees. So we're doing stuff like that. So I do stuff with her. So I'm trying to figure out how y'all parents are bored. I understand people won't have nobody in the house with them and nothing to do. You can only watch like so much Netflix and, you know, before you kind of feel like you're going to go crazy. But I want to know how the parents are bored. And I'm going to need for a parent to let me know how you're bored. Like, what I want to know what I'm doing wrong. Like, how can I get time to, like, take several naps a day? I'm trying to figure that out. So that was one of my questions. Another one of my questions is, what's up with the curfews? Now, I understand them telling people to stay indoors and everything, and, you know, until they get this under control to maintain social distancing. But my sister-in-law lives in Louisiana, and she explained to me that they have a curfew from 10 p.m. until 5 a.m. Nobody's allowed out on the street during those hours. And if you're caught on the street, if you don't have like paperwork saying that you're going to work or something like that, then they are fining you $500, and they are arresting people for being out on the street in between 10 p.m. and 5 a.m. Now, if you had an answer to this question, I really need to know. Like, this is a serious question, and I really want to know. Like, are those the peak hours for Corona, 10 p.m. until 5 a.m.? Can you not get the virus in between 5 a.m. and 10 p.m.? Like, what's the point of a curfew? So I'm dead serious about this question. Like, why do you have to be in the house at a certain time when you really should be in the house anyway? If you're, you know what I mean? If you're following rules, you should be in the house anyway. So why is a curfew from 10 p.m. to 5 a.m.? And I'm not saying that they should extend that curfew, because that's gonna, like, eventually people are gonna start rebelling. Like, really, I mean, people are already doing it, but people are gonna really, you can't keep people locked up too long. And my mom pointed out that those were the hours that people go out and do things, but everything's closed. Like, the only place that you can go is to the gas station and to the store. So what's the point of having a curfew unless this is just another way, and this is just my opinion, and I mean, it's my channel, I say what the hell I want. In my opinion, this is a way for the cities who have the curfews, or the states that have the curfews, to make some money off of people, because people, it's always going to be somebody who's going to go against. If you create a rule, somebody's going to break that rule. And that way, I mean, if you go out after that time, that's $500 for the city. You know what I mean? So, I mean, it just seemed like a way to make money to me. I asked somebody one day, we were talking about the nature of man. And I said that if people followed every law and every rule created, what would the government do? And the answer is, they're going to create another law. Because people who break the law make the government money, believe it or not. So, that was it for that question. And like I said, seriously, if you have an answer to these questions, let me know. I don't have anything to do but sit up and think about stuff like this. My last question has absolutely not, well, actually this has a little bit to do with Corona. What are you guys doing for Holy Week if you celebrate Holy Week? Because I do. What are you guys gonna do? Because usually we go to church during that week, and we go over the same thing we go over every year around this time of Passover and Jesus' journey from Jesus' journey to the cross. So we have church over. We have church online. We have a live stream church. I could not get that together. So anyway, but my pastor doesn't really go. So far, I've only been at this church for a couple of years, but we haven't celebrated Holy Week like one time. So it's something that I'm gonna do on my own because it's something that I'm used to and it's something that I love to do. I love to like remember this week and talk about it, and it's something I'm gonna be teaching my daughter. So I'm trying to think of creative ways to teach a 5-year-old about Holy Week. So we're probably just gonna sing some songs and I'm gonna tell some stories like I always do. And for Easter, of course, we're gonna be back over my mom's house because she's the only family member that I have here. And we're gonna have an Easter egg hunt in the house though. So I bought candy and I brought her a couple of other surprises that she doesn't know about, and she's gonna get excited. So we're gonna have an Easter egg hunt indoors because they don't have much of a backyard, and it'll just be safe for us to do it indoors. So I'm curious as to what some of you guys are doing for your kids for Easter. If you don't celebrate Holy Week, a lot of people still celebrate Easter. They go and buy the candy, and my mother used to like make us these big baskets with coloring books and toys and stuff in it, and so I do the same thing for my daughter for Easter. It has nothing to do with Holy Week, but it's fun, and we love the candy. So those were my Corona questions. Again, I hope you guys are out there being safe. Try to keep busy. This is a good time to take up a new hobby. I'm taking up an old hobby. Anybody who knows me knows that I crochet, so I've been making blankets like crazy, and I just started a new class tonight, so we're gonna see what comes of that. I'm not gonna talk about it because every time I talk about something, I never follow through with it for some reason. I think I get discouraged by other people's opinions, which I shouldn't do, and I strongly encourage other people not to do that. But this one I'm going to stick to because it's what I want to do and it's what I've wanted to do for a long time. But I'll let you guys know when I finish. Okay? So until next time, I said what I said. I meant what I said. I love you. Bye.
Stop recording video.